Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my fellow YouTubers. Welcome to another edition of Airy Sky Realty's video blog, also known as San Juan Island Prepper, also known as Living Simply and Fun. I'm your host, Fleet Admiral Krabby McCoffey. If you're new to the channel, hit the like, subscribe, thumbs up button. If you're a comer backer, welcome. So I'm going to go through the comments this morning. First of all, early morning. I welcome all of you new people to hit the bell icon and the subscription button if you haven't. A lot of you guys have tunes in. It's getting real. It really is getting real. Now, one of the things I get all the time in my email is, why are we prepping? Mostly it's inflation. However, I'm going to tell you a few other things that you should be doing too today. Like listening to your big brother Higgins at times, because Higgins is completely right over other issues. Okay, now, not prepping, but I'll get to that update in a minute. Now, a lot of you tune in for the Chloe drama, or some of you emailed saying we want to hear more of the Zoe drama. There is no Zoe drama. The only drama we have is she's got a place. I was kind of skeptical, but that's her business, not mine, so I'm not going to say anything. But I will tell you, I want to thank some of the moderators who has emailed me telling me that I should have been sitting in the emergency room for the last week instead of help Zoe because the pain's been getting worse. Okay. And I have bottles and bottles of Tylenol, naproxen, and ibuprofen, which usually helps. I also think booze does help to a point, but it depends on if you want to kill your liver or kidneys, or if you want to kill the pain. For me, of course, the pain's too much. Okay. So, last night I didn't drink anything. Okay, Zoe picked me up a beer last night, Foster's big can. I didn't touch it. I was literally in too much freaking pain. I remember going camping once, and my sister Caprice, bless her heart, she passed away. She died of fentanyl and booze, so she doesn't have to live in this miserable world. Apparently, apparently at 52 years old she went. Okay, but I do not condone suicide. So if you're suicidal people, turn the video off and go get some help. There is a suicide prevention number. Okay, I do not support suicide, but for some of you out there tuning in, you're like, well, what's going on? Well, we're gonna go over the things. Tildor, our chief tier 1 chatterbox. He's not a prepper unless he knows my email address. No, I'm not saying anything about gift cards. I'm saying, I'd like to see the intel he had. So start throwing the intel my way. If you want to be part of the team, Tildor, than just posting comments, then, because there's a lot of people out there that they don't want to believe it, okay? I mean, look at it. The only thing we got is Federal Reserve going to raise interest rates again. Inflation's still high, and they want to get it lower. But at the same time, they want to cut off the credit. So, so the point being is it is what it is, okay? So, before we start, I want to talk to you about the Buy It Again program, okay? The Buy It Again program on Amazon is where you go and you check off the boxes you want. Now, I bought 10 boxes of mac and cheese. Okay, it's coming. I bought bunny food. Even though I didn't want to buy bunny food, I get this cheaper on Amazon than at the pet store. This is the only one they had, by the way. And, the pet store's bunny section. A lot of people grow rabbits here for pets. Some do it for eating. And, I'm going to say, for some of you out there, if you're going to raise rabbits to eat, just make sure that that's one expensive dinner you're going to have, because pellets alone are very expensive. So that's why when you see bunnies, for sale, it's usually the rabbit is for sale due to the fact that the bun buns are for expensive, is because they have to count in the food. Hey, good morning. And I cleaned this cage last night. Probably going to have to do it again. Shop vac right there. Just put it in there. I didn't move it. Now, but yeah, I put the hose out there so it's clean. So, anyways, as a prepper, I don't have much time to talk for part 1 today. I got to wait for phone calls this morning. I will basically be waiting for phone calls, but I'm going to be doing this video this morning. So, let's get down to brass tacks. The Buy It Again program is where you buy everything and stockpile it. Now, you know, I haven't eaten except for some chips last night that claimed they were gluten-free and they weren't. Okay, so another prepper's tool for you today, and I'm going to lay down is if you have gluten allergies, you're going to have to literally, a lot of stuff is not gluten-free. When they claim gluten-free, unless it's processed in a way that the factory is completely not cross-contaminating stuff, it's contaminating. So you're still going to get, flare-ups. It could be celiac disease. We don't know. Could be stomach, bladder, or colon cancer. We don't know. But something's triggering things. We don't know. Okay. But my best bet for you guys today is to talk about what needs to be done. All right. Now, Tildor says you better start rationing the ramen and spam, Missy, and a lot of chatter coming across the radar. Again, top tier 1 chatterbox. I want the intel. If he's not going to give the intel, a lot of people are giving up. I mean, look, there's a lot of preppers out there talking about banking collapse. Possibly. They keep raising the interest rate. They're turning off the credit, and the credit is basically going to bankrupt the country more because people are using credit cards to survive because the inflation's too high. Time to prep's what he said. Well, it might be, but the problem is I don't have the intel like he does, so technically I can't confirm or deny the intel. That's why I can't post the intel to you guys. A second thing I want to tell you is if you look at a lot of stuff coming down the pipe, prices have gone up. Food, apparently they're raising pricing on food. And remember what I said, he controls the food, controls the population. Think about it. Now, his second comment was, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my fellow YouTubers. Welcome back to all you comer backers. Just a quick reminder, you need to prep till it's time to prep again. Are you prepping yet? I've been prepping all the time. I got more supplies coming in. Fortunately, trying to get paid for Chloe. Chloe owes me so much money. It's like trying to pull a tooth from a lion. So technically, it's like, well, anyways, I'll give you guys your update too. Then he says, I can't hand feed you armchair preppers. Well, I'm not an armchair prepper. Now, me, of course, I'm prepping, but I've also been prepping the last week trying to find a house for Zoe. And Zoe found it on her own. Let's just say we went to one place out in the middle of the boonies. Good prepper's paradise, apparently. But, I don't blame Zoe for wanting it cheaper. There is other cheaper places, but, the hostel, I'm not going to go into details. The owner is a sweetheart. He made a deal with her, but she wanted to find a place within a certain time frame, and she did. So I'm proud of her for that. Yeah, I can't hand feed you armchair preppers. You can't lead a horse to water, but you can't force her to drink. Now, saddle up, cowgirl, and prep like you have a Periscope. I am prepping, but I'm also basically in severe pain. So, doctor's orders, I can't move anything more than 10 pounds or less, probably 5 pounds as of today, because one of the things the doctor's very pissed off about and wants me in the emergency room, and I'll get to that update in a second, is because I'm not supposed to be walking. Walking is causing me excruciating pain. Yes. Excruciating pain, and that as a prepper is not good due to the fact that as a prepper it makes me completely debilitating. And so unless they give me some stronger than Tylenol, naproxen, or ibuprofen, the only other strongness is a half count Jim Beam, which they don't want me doing because, well, you know what that is. So anyways, let's continue, shall we, with the comments, because I'd like to get this done first. Good morning, good evening, my fellow preppers. It's not time to take a hit in a zone out on the parties on your PlayStation. Actually, I haven't been smoking pot. Okay, I only smoked it one day. All right, and that was with Zoe. Otherwise, yeah. It's time to prep, literally prep. I'm board certified tier 1 prepper. No, he's a board certified tier 1 chatterbox. With a triple star rating of being a triple star rating chatterbox, I'm a 5-star rating. And so get off your ass and prep. Zoe too. Well, you know what? You can talk and say that to Zoe as much as you want, but Zoe's only prepping is to putting her new tiny house together. That's all I'm going to say. Tiny house, okay? So, problem is, the emergency room this morning, doctor has said literally they did not want me to be here this morning because I have to pick up Zoe. You know, people are not pick up Zoe. Zoe's coming here. Fortunately, they want me hiring a cab right now to get to the emergency room because they think this is going to get worse before it gets better. Fortunately, I have only two options, three if I want to count going to Anacortes. I can get on a ferry boat. What if I get debilitated there on the ferry, or what if I get debilitated on waiting to get a bus to the hospital? So they could basically turn around and emergency airlift me to off the island because this could require surgery this weekend. So I'm letting you guys know ahead of time. Now I got a steam cleaning coming in tomorrow morning, which is really hindering things. So my advocates are working right now around the clock trying to figure out what to do because they're very, very upset. And the doctor is royally pissed off. So let's get to the final parts of the comments. As some of you know, I'm working on my degree in prepology. Yeah, well, he's that's good. So he's working on his degree. Okay, cool. To better help my island dolls in prep. Well, you know, that's fine and dandy, but you know, right now I'm prepping too. I'm trying to get some more preps coming in, you know, from what it is. I want to talk to you guys about some other prepping tools you might need. Like I said, I came home last night, texted Chloe, and I laid in bed. Didn't even have my TV going. That's how much pain I was in. And I literally had to stay in bed. And I was in and out of conscious last night. It was that much pain. From a tier 1 prepper, more like a tier 1 chatterbox. Again, he's a 5-star chatterbox. Put down the peace pipe and prep. Well, like I said, September to remember, prep like your ass is an overdrive piece. Well, the only thing I can say on my own intel is the banking could happen due to the fact they're raising interest rates, or could be the government's going into shutdown, which a lot of intel coming out there from true and false places. I can't confirm or deny it. That's why I can't give you misinformation right now. And I can't give misinformation under YouTube's policy, apparently. But supposedly, allegedly, country is bankrupt. The swan is getting darker. I don't see any black swan unless you're talking about nuclear Armageddon. And again, that's just a hypothetical because, well, how many people really truly think Russia's going to launch nukes? You really literally need to prep. Zoe, you get your apartment squared away and prep, literally prep. Well, you know, the thing is what Zoe does, Tildore's her business. I can lead a, you know, but also I can also tell you that I've been trying to teach Zoe a few lessons in the fact that pricing's too damn high here. I mean, I shouldn't have been to the grocery store. I could have saved a lot of money by just getting everything online, you know. The Island Dolls need to prep, literally prep. This is not time to play cheating songs. Sorry, dude, that was only one night. Okay, and that took away my pain. For heaven's sake, prep some more. When you're done with that, prep. Well, you know, that's what he's saying. I mean, I got plenty of preps, you know, and let me just say, one of the tools I want to tell you is if you have gluten allergy, you're going to have to start doing research on getting stuff that is gluten-free. I got a list somewhere where the doctor says I can't eat 99% of everything in the world. So we don't know if this is a severe IBS flare-up or if it isn't the hernia giving me trouble. Sorry to hear about your tum-tum and surgery. Well, thanks, Tildor. You are as tough as they come. There's no doubt you will continue to thrive. Well, I try. Okay, I really do. But, you know, this morning I had to call the doctors, you know, after talking to Zoe, and my advocates all think they want me dead. Yeah, because, you know, they're not calling back, you know. And because it is Thursday, that means unless they call me by Friday, I ain't going to get anything stronger. Trust me. The doctor is really getting pissed off the nursing staff for not getting back to me on a timely manner because this could be life or death situation. So I might have to go to Anacortes. Yeah. Just don't turn into a vegan on the way. Well, I'm not turning into a vegan. That's the thing, you know. But, you know, the other day I was trying to tell someone pricing is just too out of hand, you know. Proof is in the pudding, peeps. You literally have to prep. Well, that's the thing. A lot of people see these comments, they email me and they say, is he talking about it? And the point is, we don't have the intel. If we did, I'd be sharing it with you. Trust me. But he's not giving me intel. So to me, we don't know what to make of a prepper like alleged prepper like Tildor. Okay, what's it take to get a video, an executive order? You can do all the executive orders you want. But the problem is, you got to remember, Tildor, that I am literally in severely pain. I mean, literally, I'm standing here today in pain, trying to get this video done because I can barely move. My island dolls, love my island dolls. My kingdom is not of this world, but you literally need to prep. Really? I didn't know you were Jesus, Tildor, because Jesus would have given us the intel. You're leading a lead. A lot of people think you're leading the preppers astray because you're not giving the info. Let's see. You need to prep, literally prep. This goes for Higgins as well. Black Swan on the horizon. Prep like your ass is on fire. Well, I'd like someone to basically, you know what, Tildor, I'll tell you what. You email me. I'll give you my phone number. You can call me directly. You can brief me on the entire intelligence community that and we'll coordinate. You're more than welcome to join on StreamYards too, Tildor. There's another thing. You want StreamYards? I pay for StreamYards. We can both sit there. You can be a speaker. You can convince the people to prep because people aren't going to listen. Think of that. Most people, they don't care. I hope the boss is okay now. Well, that's the thing. The doctor literally is not happy with me. Okay, the boss is the boss. The doctor is not happy with me. I'm not even supposed to be walking, and I've exacerbated the problem so bad it's not even funny. What, did my island dolls give up prepping and take another vacation? You have to prep, literally prep. Believe me, it's not easy being a tier 1 AAA prepper. Again, he's a tier 1 chatterbox. School's in session, so prep like you have it, pair. Private Rita is the best there is. It's Fleet Admiral Krabby McCoffee. She would be making live videos as she should be. Well, that's where I am today. Okay, so I call the taxi company to make sure we can get out to the cardiologist. I got an appointment. Doctor thinks that should be canceled due to the fact that this needs to be addressed. Way important. Let's see. She should be making live videos, though. Watching Netflix and playing Atari can wait. Well, I'm not watching Netflix. Well, I did 3 nights ago, but that was just one movie. Atari can wait. It's actually a Nintendo. It's time to prep, literally prep. That goes for the Island Girl, too. Well, like I said, she was looking for a house. That's why she wasn't prepping. Message from Tier 1 Tildor. Message from Tier 1 Chatterbox. Prepper. AAA prepper. School's in session, so pay attention rather than making spitballs. Well, you may be a AAA prepper, but I'm yeah. So let's continue, shall we? There we go. You have got to prep, put down the Atari and prep like you have a pair. Life depends on it. You literally need to prep like you have a pair. My island girls need to prep perfectly like the top tier prepper. Actually, I'm going to tell you guys something, okay? As a prepper, I'm going to tell you guys something, okay? I use Amazon. I use Walmart when they ship. I use Target. I use Kroger, aka Fred Meyers. I use all these places. And yet, again, everything comes in slow. What's it going to take to live rant around this joint? The Iron Girls must be gossiping about moving plans. No, we weren't. There's the thing. That was the 25th. Prep like a rock star. School is in session. This is Tildor, Tier 1A prepper with a AAA rating. As a prepper, I think the hotline call-in number is a great idea. I could call in and school my island girls how to prep, keep up the good work, give me my stimmy. Well, a lot of people are thinking stimulus checks are coming back because of it. Now, Tildor's got some intel about the Black Swan being like another lockdown. I'd like to know. I know I've read and watched a lot of stuff about lockdowns. That's something that I brought up. You know, I don't want to poke the old crow. Actually, I'm a polar bear. But a video once in a while would be much appreciated. It doesn't take all day to clean the rat's nest up. Well, I'll get to that part in a second. So, Tier 1 Chatterbox, low old private read. Actually, it's Fleet Admiral. You guys need to prep and prep fast. Black Swan's on the horizon. A lot of chatter and intel out there. Well, like I said before, if you're going to do this, Tildor, you're going to have to tell us about it. At Ease Island, ladies. Yeah, well, at Ease Tildor, okay? You can go outside, mow do my apartment manager's repairman's job, mow the lawn if that's what you want. At Ease Tildor. Your island girls must be making another secret vacation. We haven't had a video in several days. It's time to prep, peeps. Proof is in the pudding. Proof is not in the pudding because there's a lot of people out there that don't want to believe something's coming down the pipe. School's in session. It's time to study. And look, I've talked to a prepper recently, a nice lady who is a prepper too here on the island. There's not many of us. We're talking about radios. Zoe's always telling me, you, Mr. Calling Radio Shack. Well, I talked to a guy yesterday who's a prepper too, who was making room, getting rid of some of his junk over at the thrift store. I bought a vest, by the way, a red vest for $5. I'm going to show you my vest. And I bought a painting. That was it. Painting was not bad price-wise, but I support the local firemen. So here's my red vest, by the way. It's fleece lined. I'm going to hang it right here. Hopefully, Evo doesn't chew on it. There, see? Anyways, I wanted something that can keep me warm and doesn't overheat me in the summertime. So my message is clear. If you want to be a tier prepper like me, you're a tier 1 chatterbox, you got to prep like you have a pair. It's not time to pump the brakes, peeps. Yes, I know, but what I'm trying to tell you guys is with the delays in Amazon shipping in their warehouses, they're going to probably put down some new rules in the next 3 months. So I want you guys to hear me about prepping today, okay? Yeah, it's not time to pump the brakes, people. It's time to go supersonic and the prepping arena. School's back in session. I don't want to have pulled rank. I already pulled rank on you, Tildor. How many times? That's why you're a private. Island girls, so get her done. Well, you're not Mr. Larry the Cable Guy. Yeah. So, anyways, with everything going down the toilet, I want to tell you, that we need to prep. And I hope Mark's doing okay, Yeah, so anyways, we got everything going down. So let's just go over to live again. I like seeing myself on camera too, but so let's just go down the list of what's going to happen with Amazon soon, okay? 1, Amazon's going to literally be delaying things with as a prepper. Amazon is going to literally start doing the 2020 lockdowns possibly by December. If that's the case, they're going to start limiting what you can buy. You're going to be limited on your toilet paper. You're going to be limited on your paper towels. You're going to be limited on your diapers. You're going to be limited on so many different items. They're going to basically limit what you can and can't buy. Packing while I watch the big bear face blue smiling. So, point is this morning, doctor also told me I need to literally limit my caffeine intake. That could flare up things too. So, anyways, with Amazon, they could basically start limiting everything they're going to be doing preppers. So you need to prep like you have a pair. But at the same time, tell Tildor gets back to me at San Juan Island Prepper at yahoo.com or San Juan Island Prepper at AOL. He is not sharing the intel. I would really like to hear from Tildor if he's part of the team. Don't be shy. You can always have my my home phone number. You can call me and you can literally you can call me and you could literally tell me what's going on, because there's a lot of people out there that don't believe it. They're living their life day in and day out. Is it going to be a nuclear strike? I don't know. Is it going to be a Great Depression? I don't know. Is the country going bankrupt? I don't know. Is it about things about elections? I don't know. Is it about the election coming up? I don't know. Is it about the 91 indictments Donald Trump has? I don't know. The 91 indictments to me, well, I'm not going to say anything because I'm not going to give any misinformation. I just have my own opinion and it doesn't jive. But for some of you out there, preppers out there, you got to look at the big picture. Yeah. So a lot of people out there have been asking what's going to happen in the future. I have no clue. So let me tell you a couple prepping tools I want to talk to you guys about while I find my brush because I don't know where my brush went. Oh, it's right here. Okay, cool. So I got my water. I already drank 32 ounces of water this morning. Water is something you need to know. Water, you can buy a water filtration system, either one that's like a can that will filter 6,000 gallons of water before you need to change the filter, or have 5-gallon increments, or you can turn around and buy bottled water, which might be cheaper depending. But the thing is, bottled water is only used as a last resort. Now we have well water here, so well/city water out from the reservoir. That's where we get our water. But that water could be contaminated if a nuclear strike did happen. But it could take 6 or 7 hours for radiation travels from Canada to here and Seattle to here, so you got to look at the big picture on the radiation spectrum. But as a prepper, other thing I'd like to say to Tildor this morning is, if you're tuned in, Tildor, you need to basically tell some of the preppers, if you want to sit here and say you're tier 1 prepper, you might want to basically start talking about what some of the prepping supplies they should be getting instead of basically sending me a message talking about rationing ramen. I'm sorry to say, but I got plenty of ramen, plenty of mac and cheese, plenty of spam. I got more spam coming. Some of the stuff could be going out the door faster than coming in, but a lot of stuff is very expensive. A lot of people have been saying to me, hey, I like ramen. How come it's so expensive? It's because it's made with wheat, okay? And wheat is getting harder because we're importing it from Europe, mostly Ukraine. Supposedly, allegedly, I don't know. I'm not going to give you misinformation. That's why I said supposedly. I have no clue, okay? Second thing on the pipe, coming down the pipe, is the fact that, you want to sit there and tell Laura and say, Zoe needs prep. Zoe doesn't have to do anything. That's the thing. She doesn't have to do anything. I mean, think about it. Zoe's on her own course. And Zoe's with us this morning, but Zoe is on her own course. So technically, Zoe can do her own thing. It's her business, not mine. I mean, my business is I should have fucking got up this morning with the emergency room and been airlifted off. But you know what? I can't do that because Zoe's stuff's here. And unless I want to move it all the way into outside, neighbors said to do that. Stick it on that little chair outside I have, stack it up, and then go to the emergency room. Would not be right. But at the same time, another moderator said the same thing because literally they think I need to be treated for something that needs to be done, and et cetera, et cetera. So for me, you got to ask yourself, is people prepping? No, a lot of people aren't prepping. Let me explain the whole prepper situation. I went yesterday, the day before. I actually sat down in between my times, from Thursday to Thursday. This has been a whole 7 days, people. I've been physically active to the point where my pants are falling off. That's a good thing, right? Losing some weight. Problem is I'm not supposed to. I'm supposed to be staying put, sitting in the chair, and not moving anything, not lifting anything, But thing is, I'm moving a 30-pound shopping cart up and down the stairs. That's a red flag right there by the doctor. Like I said, I'm going, Thursday night. Let's just recap everything for the last week now, since I have the time until Zoe gets here for her stuff. So what happened was I turned around Thursday morning, didn't get much sleep. Got up, got on a ferry, got Zoe. Did some business in Anacortes, got prepping stuff, etc. Got Zoe. Then got on the ferry, got off the ferry, and went to one of the hostels, got her situated, then went over to dinner, ate a sandwich, fries, cake. I glutenized that night, and I was in pain on the way home. Chloe called EMS from down Seattle. They weren't going to take me because of Moppy. They claimed he was aggressive. They threw Moppy into my office and closed the door. And that is wrong. Even the neighbors all heard it, and they were very disturbed at the fact that, they heard it. Okay. Then Friday morning, I finally got to sleep around 3 in the morning. Pain subsided a bit so I could sleep. And I got up, and I had to go out to meet up with Zoe Friday morning. And we went and got coffee. We were going to get something for breakfast, but we never got into the breakfast place because, it was Labor Day weekend and everything was backed up, lines up the door. So then we went over and we walked probably 8 miles that day, 10 miles all over. And then we got her situated at the other hostel for a night. I went home. Finally, late, made mac and cheese. Next day, Saturday, had to get up. Then we had to lug her stuff to my place by cab so she could store it here, keep her kitty here while she goes back to the first hostel. And again, late dinner. And Sunday, I had to get up again and meet up with her coffee. We did coffee every morning. Then afterwards, may I say, I think it was Saturday. I went on had drinks with her at a bar. We went somewhere Saturday. We're trying to coordinate looking at a house. It may have been Sunday. It was Saturday, yeah. So, I had wings. She took me to lunch. Wings were really good. I'd love to do lunch again there. Mm-hmm. But anyways, I might do it myself next month, maybe. Just grab a couple bites of wings, just eat them up. But anyways, the lady had mac and cheese, and then Sunday I had to go out again. So we got her situated again at the other hostel, and so back and forth. Her stuff was here. Her stuff came in throughout the week. Tuesday was a big load of boxes. I'll get to that in a minute. Monday was Labor Day. So Labor Day, we got up Sunday night. I left, went home. Monday, Labor Day, got up again and went to town, got some coffee. From there, we went to a trip. Cost, I think, $150. Taxi's not cheap, even on the island, supposedly. And we went to look at a house in the middle of the boondocks, which was perfect for prepping. Yeah, prepper's paradise. And then we decided afterwards to we went to back to the place here. They dropped us off at a gas station, and then we went to. I dropped Zoe off Monday to the hostel to nap because she was coordinating another place to look at Monday. Turns out that didn't happen. The other lady probably has coronavirus. So then, I stayed in the rest of the night. Oh, and Monday night's Labor Day. Zoe came back up to my place later. Came out here. Tried to do a movie, and then Monday night we scored a ride for Zoe back to the hostel. And Tuesday, we, as preppers, she's still prepping a house. She was inquiring about houses and, was trying to meet up people to look at houses. That didn't go good. So, Tuesday was, other things. So Tuesday I had to go deliver her computer and bag because she forgot it. She left her backpack twice here. We deliver it 2 days at times in a week, which means back down there. Doctor's not happy about that one either. I tell you guys, doctor's not happy. He's like, you're gonna prep. You need to prep at home, sitting on your ass in your easy chair because the hernia is getting really bad. So then yesterday, I went home finally, got situated. Yesterday, we were supposed to meet up with a guy, well, Zoe was, to go look at another house. Won't go into details. Guy was kind of jealous. Personally, I could care less for the guy. He's lost brownie points, but that's just me. And I'm not going to go into details, but then we went to the Firehouse thrift store. All the proceeds go to the firemen. I bought painting and this vest. And we went and got coffee. This one guy was really kind of jerky yesterday. Jerky as in a jerk head. That afterwards, we turned around and, worked our way up to my place where I stayed in to clean Evo's cage, which I did. And then we turned around and she went off to look at this tiny home. Won't tell you where it is. I don't know where it is. Can't even remember the address. None of my business anyways. That's Zoe's business. And then Zoe came back like thought her phone battery was dead or something, it was just like a little mama bear protection thing. Where are you? Just make sure you're alive. She was making deals to get a place. A lot cheaper. She was happy. She wanted a tiny home anyway. She was talking about that. But you know what? It's fine because, now she's just got to figure out transportation from the tiny home to town, which that's between her and her legs and whatever. Meanwhile, I keep telling Zoe, winter's coming on soon. You got to prep. You got to prep. You got to prep your prepping stuff. You want to bake, you bake. You want to cook, you cook. You want to get your ingredients all in order, you get your ingredients all in order, but you make sure you prep. And the way you do it is you go through channels where you don't go through the grocery store unless you have to. Grocery prices are too high. Everything's very high. So finally, she came back. She promised the one of the neighbors, she was going to get everything done since I can't. I'm crippled, hernia. And she went in and took her 30 minutes or so, 30, 45 minutes. The room's completely cleared. We're ready to go for steam cleaning tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. So 9 a.m. steam cleaning will be done, and then we just got to wait to get everything put back, which is, again, prepping. And then that room's going to be ready to prep. Now, I made a joke this morning. So yesterday, today's tri-tip day over at a certain restaurant. You can always bring me a couple too, but her answer was that's where you have prepping and groceries and stuff. Fortunately, this morning, when I talked to the doctor's office and the doctor, the food bank's giving me stuff that might or might not trigger IBS. They're very, very concerned. So, I was just making a joke, trying to get her to go get herself a sandwich, but she's, as you all know in this video, she is packing and getting ready to come over here and get her stuff. I'm waiting to see if the advocates have any options for transportation to either the hospital or I have to go off island to another hospital. So you'll get another video. I might stay in today anyways, wait and see what the advocates do. Advocates should be here between 11 and 3, delivering the food bank delivery, which we don't know what vegetables they're giving. And I can clean the fridge out a bit again and make room. Yeah, so, and on top of that, as a prepper, I'd like to say if you guys are serious about prepping, you need to cut out your expenses of eating out. Yeah. Eating out is not good. Because I went to a restaurant to get a burger, fries, or burgers, tater tots, and a salad for Zoe, and it cost me $91 with tip. So think about it, $91 freaking dollars. Money doesn't grow on a tree, peeps. You're gonna have to cut corners, and you have to cut corners if you're gonna prep. That's why I believe in Amazon. I went through my Amazon orders. I couldn't believe how many orders 2009 to 2011, 0 orders, 2012 onwards, a lot of orders. So it tells you I gradually started prepping, even when hubby was alive, and I couldn't believe it. But as a 5-star prepper like myself, I can clearly tell you that you have to prep. And some of the tools is when prepping, you have to make a battle plan for what you're going to purchase for people who eat. So, for example, if your family likes mac and cheese, you make sure you get mac and cheese. I, for one, like mac and cheese. So, yeah. Now, another prepper's tool is catering to your other preppers. Yeah. So think about that. You have to cater to your other preppers. So on that aspect. So rationing ramen, Tildor, I'm already rationing ramen. Ramen's one of those staples. If they're in a dry place, they can last a lot longer than their expiration date, and you don't get sick. Fortunately, I can eat that stuff, push come to shove. So to me, you got to ask yourself, yesterday I did go by the dog food bank yesterday. I did secure some dog food from Oppie and some kitty food for Zoe's cat. So Zoe should be good for a while, good 2 weeks before pickup again, which is the 20th, I believe, for another delivery. So, there's other prepping things that Zoe has to do between now and winter time, which I can brief you guys later. But right now it is not right to speak on stuff that hasn't come to fruition yet. So, but point being is you guys got to prep. Now, we don't know what's coming down the pipe, so let's talk about the other preppers out there. I did take some time finally. Higgins was always, you need to do this and you need to do that. And I went to some of these preppers. Let me just tell you, one guy, he's not even talking about prepping anymore. He's talking about other crap. So technically, he ain't a prepper. The other prepper who's making money off the preppers is a doomsday prepper. He'll pull up a doomsday scenario every day, okay? Now, I know a lot of you preppers out there, you love my channel because it's small, but I tell the truth. So the truth goes like this. Truth will set you free, but not before it pisses you off. Doomsday preppers, They're every day intel's coming out. We're gonna die. We're gonna die. We're gonna die. I remember moderator Pee Wee sent me a link to one of these doomsday preppers last in 2022, July 1st. July 4th, we will all be dead by nukes. It's already September 7th, 2023, and we're not dead yet. There. A lot of people are getting tired of these doomsday prepper. Banking collapse is going to happen. The start of the collapse is happening. People are saying, oh, we went into a grocery store and half the food was missing and they can't restock the shelves. I've not seen it yet myself. Only thing I see is higher prices. Now, there could be a theory that I'd like to bring to you. It's just a theory that I have as a prepper. And that is, if we are having grain shortages and sugar shortages and other supply shortages, has anyone ever thought that the grocery store's way of offsetting these supposedly, as Higgins say, front facing everything, so that it looks like the store's always full, could be there is full shelves, and the way they're maintaining these full shelves is they're raising pricing. I mean, look, I read a report the other day. Inflation's so high, people are cutting corners. A lot of people were playing during the summer, were spending travel time coming out. I mean, look at Zoe. The first time she came out here, it was $1,500 for airfare. That's not including her luggage, not including other stuff. This time around, I think it was Zoe said it was like $300 for one-way ticket. It was like $400 for a baggage. So let's just say 400 and 300, 700. And then like $400 for kitty cat. And then it, but the thing is it almost equaled $1,500 again, baggage and kitty, and so not including the things she had to prep to get here, like packing up her stuff she wanted. I would have taken the TV, but that's just me. But oh well, she can buy a new one later. Second thing is packages. She had placed orders for stuff she needed here when she came here for Amazon. Stuff that she needed, kitty stuff and makeup stuff and shoe stuff and other stuff, I think. And then she shipped out other things. Yeah. Like, for example, she packed up a lot of different items and she prepped. That was prepping to move. Fortunately, I think, she did take a few of her preps with her. She didn't take all her preps. I think she, and moving out here to be on a safer location for prepping, she also had to, eat down everything she had in Chicago. She had to throw out a lot of stuff, deep clean it immaculately. I mean, Zoe literally had me clean the walls yesterday. That was one thing. I was in pain. Got the walls cleaned in Chloe's old room, and room's ready steam cleaned. She vacuumed, but we moved. I must have moved like blankets and then 2 items. Everything else, I know I moved a few things. We actually put things in place, but the point being is as a prepper, you got to ask yourself, this is stuff you have to prep for moving. It's called preparations. So preps isn't just about buying everything, stockpiling it away, and being a weekend warrior. It's also prepping every day. Like he says, you need to prep with so anyways, I gotta get going. I will do part 2 as soon as I get done with the bathroom, and when Zoe gets here with the stuff. I don't know if that's the doctor, Zoe. So anyways, I gotta go use the toilet, so I will do part 2 soon. Thanks for watching, everyone. We'll do part 2. Tildor, I hope this helps you out. We'll continue talking about prepping today. Please add and subscribe. Please post comments, leave feedback, suggestions, like, subscribe button. It's also fun for your family, including your dogs, your cats, your bunnies, your service dogs, service bunnies. the bell notification, thumbs up button, subscribe button, keep the comments nice. All we ask. Thank you. God bless you and everything you do.